What's going on, everyone? It's your boy George. I'm back again with another video. Sorry about missing last week. I was a little under the weather, and my voice and everything was just all messed up. So I apologize to all my listeners out there. Um, my thing is always trying to be as consistent as possible, and last week I just wasn't feeling well. So health is always number one. Health is wealth. So again, I'm back. I'm feeling much better. Nothing COVID related. Just had this really bad cough, and I wanted to bring my best self. And last week just wasn't it. But I'm back again. Another episode. Hopefully, no more hiccups. I hope all you guys out there are having a phenomenal Saturday. It is Saturday, April 2nd, 2022, here in America, California. So I hope whoever you are, wherever you are, um, the weather's good and you're feeling great. So again, I apologize. It's been a crazy week, but you know, if you made it up today and you're here listening, or you're out in the world doing what you got to do to grind and keep yourself and your family going, hey, that means that you're still being worked on. But yeah, it's been a crazy week outside of being sick. Yeah, as far as updates, I am one step closer to becoming a cloud engineer. I just finished my AWS Solutions Architect course, and pretty much what that is for those of you guys who are not familiar, it is a cloud computing certification provided by Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS. They are part of Amazon, but they're a separate branch of Amazon.com, and obviously an e-commerce website where you can go and buy whatever you need. But long story short, I just finished a course, and I'm currently in the process of studying for the exam that I have at the end of the month. So fingers crossed. I'm studying day and night, literally day and night for this. So I'm excited. It's overwhelming, but yeah, everything goes well. By the end of the month, I will be AWS certified as a solutions architect. So that has been my main focus outside of everything else. My number one focus is just get certified and just getting one step closer to my goals and my dreams. So yeah, that's that. Today I wanted to talk about there's a number of things I have here in my notes. The first thing I have one, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. I have six um, topics that I want to talk about. Hopefully, I hit them all. The first one is quality versus quantity. Um, Actually, five because I just gave my AWS update. The first one is quality versus quantity, shifting mindset and building community. The next one, the world is changing. Next, time waits for no one. And I guess last would be somewhat optional, just talking about sports and the NBA. So to hit on the first one, quality versus quantity, I've heard that um, a lot growing up, and I'm sure you guys have too. Those of you guys who are out there listening, um, quality over quantity, man. This can pretty much apply to anything in life. Um, let's take, for example, what can we use an example? Mm, I guess you can say, like, say, for example, food, right? All living things, some way, somehow, need food to survive and thrive and grow and reproduce and all that. Especially as uh, bigger organisms like us human beings, we can't survive without food and water, and especially healthy, nutritious food, food with nutrients, and less processed food is vital for healthy cells and healthy living. Um, I'm not an expert. I'm not claiming to be. That's a disclaimer. But we do know that a lot of our foods today are one way or another processed. You know, they're not straight from the ground. They're not quote unquote organic. They don't have the full nutritional essence that we actually need to grow and develop properly. A lot of genetically modified foods and things of that nature are are all around us. They're actually much cheaper than you can go and get a McDonald's Happy Meal, a burger uh, for cheap in comparison to a package of salad or spinach. You go to your local grocery store and it's damn near $5 to get a thing of baby spinach versus getting a meal from McDonald's. A sandwich, fries, and a drink. You know, less than $10. But a pack of salad or a pack of baby spinach can be close to $5. This is for one pack, and depending on where you at, what grocery chain you're going to, and with inflation, the price might vary. But again, that's just from my observation and what I've seen. I'm not an expert, so do your own research on that. But quality versus quantity. I'm going to use food as an example because um, it's very easy to go get fast food or any other food these days. It's so easy. Everywhere you look, there's a fast food restaurant, a fast food chain, and if if you don't take care, especially with you know how things are today, with how everyone is constantly on the move, no one has time to really, really take the time to really, really watch what they put in their body. We're so stretched for time. We're so stretched with all our daily activities and responsibilities that we barely take the time to really, really see what we put in our body. And that's because again, like I said, we live in such a fast-paced world, and healthy food for the most part is expensive to get, but in the short term it's cheaper, it's easy to get. But then in the long term, if you're eating a lot of bad food or have a bad diet, one way or another in the future you're going to pay the price. You know what I mean? You're going to pay the price. Eating fast food because it's tastier, easier to get, is much more quicker to obtain versus eating kale, broccoli, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate broccoli, but eating something that's of low quality, low vibrations versus something that's gonna help your body nourish and grow and repair itself. You know, it's it's definitely a different mindscape. But again, quality versus quantity. I think the best example again is food. Like we put a lot of things into our body that are slowly killing us, and you know, I think it's so messed up how it's easier to get a low a low energy food versus something that's going to give you more how do I say this, give you more life. And imagine how your actions can affect your family, and if you have kids, if the whole family is eating and establishing this unhealthy way of living, it's going to affect their livelihood from years to come. You've seen family members with all kinds of health problems, and then you trace a lot of it back to diet and lifestyle. So I think it's important that all of us we strive for always having quality over quantity, because having more isn't necessarily better. You can do more with less. I'd rather have less of something that's of good value than have um, a whole bunch of things without that doesn't have any value. You know what I mean? Like, oh, excuse me. Oh, um, you can use something material. Like, would you rather have a very solid car that's reliable, good on gas, and can get you from A to B, or would you rather have a plethora of cars and have to put so much work into it, and it's leaking oil and this, that, and the fourth? Anyways, I digress. I think the main aim for everyone, and this is something that I'm implementing myself, is quality over quantity. That's the name of the game: quality over quantity. And I think for a lot of people, it's difficult, but it's something that I believe everyone should aim for. So, let's see. Next topic. Hmm. All right. Next topic: shifting mindset and building community. Man, I've been tapping in really a lot into like what I see myself, what impact I can have on my community, and what I believe is like what more can I have on my community? Like, how can I help build a community? And that's something that I've been thinking about like lately. Like, it's when you tap into sources like Earn Your Leisure and 19 Keys. For those of you guys who don't know who that is or what that platform is, Earn Your Leisure is a financial literacy network built by two amazing black individuals. They built this platform to make financial literacy like available for the black community and all communities in general. But they pretty much provide a platform where they teach financial literacy. They talk about stocks, crypto, real estate, NFTs, featuring digital assets and digital art. And you know, I if we, those of you guys don't know, tap into them. They're on YouTube. They're on um, all podcast outlets. Earn Your Leisure and 19 Keys. Those guys are doing the work. And one thing that they always harp on is changing the mindset of you know the black community and just communities in general, and how to build and elevate um, communities. And it's been resonating with me because it got me thinking like, hey, what is a way I can help my community? And to be honest, I'm still trying to figure that out. But I applaud anybody out there to really, really see what value you can bring to the people around you, or even people you may not know. But like, what legacy, what mark do you want to have in the world? You know, because I know for one thing that I want to be able to leave some type of legacy or establish a way to make the next generation thrive, and just build themselves up by the foundation that me and others can leave behind. You know what I mean? And I think, for example, with the black community, financial literacy and other systematic oppression and all these kind of things have kept my people back. And I know that I don't want to be part of the people that continuously cycle. You know what I mean? And yeah, so like shifting mindset and building community is something that has been heavy on my heart. I'm still trying to figure out what value I can bring. You know, I love doing this podcast. We've only been doing this for a short while, and my main aim with this is to is to empower people out there the best way I possibly can. I'm learning and growing with each day, with each week, each episode, and I just hope that I leave a lasting mark, and I hope people go get through whatever it is that they're going through, and that starts with mindset, because mindset is everything. Nothing manifests without it, and the only way things are going to grow and manifest is with a positive mindset. And so I don't know whether it's through tech, with the skills I'm acquiring, or with me learning how to be do this podcast and being comfortable on this mic, whatever it may be, whatever it is that, excuse me, whatever it is that that may be. I'm just hoping that over time that I'm able to bring more and more value, because that's the name of the game these days. Being genuine, not flaky, being genuine and bringing true goodness into the world, because life is too short. And as you can see from wherever you are, that there's craziness all around us. So yeah, um, shifting mindset and building community. That's I believe something that everyone should focus on and to think about. You know, because like I said, the world is changing, and you don't want to keep putting out like manufactured um, and just low frequency vibes and energy out into the world, because the world is already a crazy it's already a crazy place to begin with. You know, we're living in crazy times, and we're living in a shifting and revolutionary times. There's the shifting of power and balance that's going on right now. And you know, you just gotta find um find the means and ways to, yeah, just keep moving forward. Right. And next topic: time waits for no one. I think I've mentioned like elements of this like over time. Um, time waits for no one. This is something that, again, I think like most people, you hear this a lot growing up. Time waits for no one. So instead of pushing that project or whatever it is that you got going on in life to tomorrow, get on it. You might be scared. You might be intimidated by the process. You might not know what's on the other side, but time time waits for no one. And I believe that whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, just go ahead and do it. Even if you don't have all the resources, get up and do it, because you have nothing to lose, and you're never going to be 100% ready in whatever it is that you're doing. And I believe that, for example, like I've mentioned before, went to college, realized that I wanted to make a change. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I didn't know what I was going to do. I really took time to reassess my goals and my likes and interests. And I decided to, hey, you know what? I'm actually passionate about this thing over here, and let me go and try my hand at this, and let me go to the things that I'm passionate about. Let me try something new. I don't know how it's gonna go. You might not know how things might go for you in terms of whatever it is you're trying to do, but we only have one life to live, and I know for a fact that I don't want to wake up one day and have a life of regret. Like that's one thing that I think kills a lot of people inside. Excuse me. That's one thing that kills people inside is just the not taking a chance to take a risk because of fear or of rejection, fear of being ridiculed, fear of being judged. The list can go on and on and on and on. But I realize that if you live that way in fear, you're never gonna grow. You're never gonna get anywhere in life. And this is something that I feel like our society today has conditioned a lot of people to become is just be fearful and judgmental. And a lot of it starts at the most minute, basic level. And it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of reprogramming to do on everyone's behalf because no one's perfect, including myself. But we live in such a microwave society that no one's really bold enough to take risks. There's only a handful of people, and those people who are willing to take risks and just use what they have in your mind and their willingness to adapt. Understand that those are the people that will eventually eventually meet their goals and take advantage of their time because you never know. You can be here today and gone tomorrow. You know, I mean, look at a perfect example of that comes to mind is Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, and everybody else that was on that horrific helicopter crash. Like he's a perfect example of someone who embodied taking no days off and taking advantage of every single day. That Mamba mentality. For those of you guys don't know, Kobe Bryant was a professional basketball player that played for the Los Angeles Lakers. He played with them his entire career for about 20 years. Five-time NBA champion. I think number 3 or number 4 on the NBA all-time scoring list. The list goes on and on and on and on. And he, from day one, he was relentless on constantly improving yourself and in every aspect, not just in sports, but just your mind, your thought, your emotions, your relationships, you know, and that so-called Mamba mentality, I believe, is what allowed him to be successful all the way until his last day. Like he had that same go get it attitude, and I feel like a lot of people have heard that mentality and what it means, but haven't really truly implemented it. And I feel like if a lot more people were able to tap into that mindset, no excuses, getting it done attitude, a lot of things can really move in a positive way for them in their life. Excuse me, this cough is can't seem to shake it, but I apologize out there for you guys who are constantly listening to me cough. I'm so sorry about that. Um, but no, Mamba mentality, and and that's something that I am implementing like full force every day. On the days you don't feel like doing that task, unless you're sick or unless you're sick or or something else happens. Like you gotta go and do it. You gotta go and do it because it's in those hours. It's where your character is made. It's in those I don't feel like doing it moments that when you do it, you're able to execute and go to the next level. You might not see the results right away, which is obviously the frustrating part. You might not see the results right away, but as long as you execute and be consistent, at some point the rewards will come, the results will come. So just keep at it. Keep at it. So I hope you guys took some value from that. Again, this is something that we're all not perfect. We all should be implementing day in and day out, regardless of who you are and whatever it is that you know, whatever it is that you're trying to do. So I hope you guys took value from that. So and transitioning to last topic, um, NBA. Man, it's been a crazy week in the NBA. Teams that I thought would be at the top. It's gonna be an interesting postseason. Yeah, the Suns are currently on number one, and the Lakers are currently out of the playoffs. Well, at least they're trying to get into the playing spot. But yeah, man, this NBA season has been an interesting one. Like teams who I thought would automatically be in the top tier are not in, and teams that are who no one had on their radar are number one and number two. Like for example, the Chicago Bulls. No disrespect to them, but I'm like, wow. With the introduction of DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso, with Zach Levine, like those boys are making noise, and it's been very interesting to watch. I've been keeping up with the highlights, so I don't really have that much time to really watch every game, but to be able to tap in and see what those guys are doing on a weekly basis is it's amazing to watch. I like what the NBA is heading because this year anybody can win it. The Suns, the Bulls, the Milwaukee Bucks, even the Nets right now are, from when I last checked, they're currently in the 6 or 7 spot. But I love how the NBA is going because no one knows for sure who can win it this year. Like the competition has gone up in such a short amount of time that it's it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see. So um, again, I apologize, guys. This cough has been rocking me. Been here since last week, so I apologize. Oh man, so sorry, guys. But yeah, that's my last topic. The NBA has been fun to watch this season, and I'm excited for the I'm excited for the playoffs. It's gonna be a fun one. We got the World Cup coming up in November, so yeah, this summer and fall is gonna be a good time in sports. So I'm looking forward to it. As far as topics for the day, um, I don't have anything else I want to touch upon. Again, I apologize if this episode was a little off in my coughing and with everything. But again, I wanted to drop an episode just to, get back into the flow of things. Again, I apologize for last week, but this cough and this being sick, I'm slowly getting back into the groove of things, and I hope that you at least got some type of value from this episode. I'm learning every week so that I can get better and bring more content for you guys and just get better at presentation and being a better speaker. So, um, I hope you guys have a good week. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Be positive, and bring goodness out there into the world. So, with that being said, have a good one, and see you guys next week. Alrighty.